Hello, Wisconsin high school baseball fans. My name is Jordan Jacobson of the USA Today Network Wisconsin, and I am here with the Kimberly Baseball team as the Papermakers are having an excellent month of May, and they have taken the sole possession of the top spot in the Fox Valley Association Conference. Seniors Drew Lechner, John Nett, Zach Lechner, Bo Schumacher, and the rest of the Papermakers are surging at the right time as they are on a 10-game winning streak since the end of April.
It's a great group of guys. They're working hard. It's a veteran group. We have 9 seniors that love the game and love being together, and they've done a real good job of creating and upholding some core values, and we just continue to hopefully get better each day.
I think it's really good to feel where we're at. We're really comfortable right now on the field and off the field with each other. And obviously the results are showing, but we're really comfortable with our jobs and our role on this team.
Yeah, I think we're playing the best ball or best baseball of the year so far, so it's a good time.
The Papermakers have scored 8 or more runs in 9 of their last 10 games since the end of April.
It really helps us, even on defense, just get some momentum going our way. It really helps out a lot.
I would say like our approaches too. We're all pretty experienced. We have experienced approaches. That helps us get in hitters' counts and hit a really good pitch. So I think that helps a lot too.
Kimberly has allowed 4 or less runs each game throughout the majority of the season.
I think we're putting together a good game plan, pitchers and catchers and Worschke, our pitching coach, and we're just working together to get guys out, putting it in play and letting our defense work really.
Coach Ryan McGinnis has led Kimberly to a 17-2 record overall and a 13-1 record in the conference with a week left in the regular season.
It's been nice to be able to play, so we've gotten into a little bit of a rhythm, being able to play, 3-4 days a week. And, I think our guys really buy into getting better every day, and they're practicing hard on days we're not playing in games and continuing to compete. We're smart enough to know we're not going to score 9 runs a game. So you have to know how to win games in other ways and be able to bunt and base run and play great defense and get quality pitching and do a lot of little things that it takes on any given day. So we're doing a good job of chipping away at those things and continuing to get better.
The winning streak started on April 30th when Kimberly shut out Appleton West, which was undefeated in the Fox Valley Association at that time, at 7-0, while the Papermakers were 4-1.
They had a really good pitcher, Krieger. So we just wanted to stick with it and knew he'd make a mistake late, and we jumped on it. I think Bo had a knock or had a pretty hard hit ball that scored in a run. So we were just sitting to our approach, not changing too much, and just waiting for that mistake. And just sticking with us because we're pretty good hitters. We know who we are. So we were just taking it day by day and at bat by at bat, and we got it done.
The Papermakers scored the majority of their runs late in the game against the Terrors, while Nett picked up a complete game win as he had 5 strikeouts and allowed 4 hits. Zach Lechner went 2 for 3 at the plate with 2 RBIs.
Just, staying in that game and competing, I really, really was pleased with the way we competed in that game. We have a lot of respect for Appleton West, and they also are a veteran group and a very good team and a very good offensive team. And that was a day that really favored defense and pitching. The wind was blowing in. It was kind of misting and wet and brisk, and 2 great pitchers on the mound, and we played really solid defense. And we scored a run on a double steal and to go up 1-0, and then in the 7th, just kind of continue to put quality at bats together and score some runs in some different ways. And fortunately, we were able to put 7 on the board, so we went up and then obviously closed them down in the bottom of the 7th. So it was a really good day just with our preparation and our focus, and the togetherness throughout that whole day was something I was proud of.
Even though Appleton West was still at the top of the conference on May 1st at 7-1, Kimberly continued to win games, and less than a week later, the Papermakers went on to beat last year's conference champion Hortonville 11-5.
Yeah, and again, I think we had a really good offensive approach against a very good pitcher and put some quality at bats together. I thought we ran the bases well, played some really good defense, and got good pitching again to kind of keep that game in check until we were able to pull away. So, we scored 2, and then they tied it up at 2, and I didn't think we flinched, and that's a good quality to be able to have is, it's tied at 2, and they kind of come back with 2 outs and score to tie it at 2, and we didn't flinch a bit, and we continued to compete and stay together, and good things happen.
The Papermakers scored 7 runs in the 5th inning against the Polar Bears, while Zach Lechner, Net, and Michael Alt each had 2 hits. Alt drove in 3 runs, while Schumacher and Connor Chico had 2 RBIs. Net got the win as he struck out 9 batters in 6 innings.
They got a good team, good pitchers and stuff like that. So we kind of jumped on them early a little bit. It was kind of fought back and forth for a little bit, but one mistake turned into a lot for them, and we kind of jumped on that. So that's kind of what we thrive on. We just look for mistakes and make them pay for it.
Kimberly will finish off the regular season at Fond du Lac on Monday, followed by Hortonville on Tuesday, Fond du Lac on Wednesday, Appleton West on Thursday, and 2 non-conference games on Saturday.
Obviously, we practice to beat the best, and those 2 are one of the best, so just stick to our own game plan, do what we do normally. We're not really going to change anything, just kind of stay within ourselves and keep grinding and follow the process.
While the Papermakers are on their way to winning the conference title this season, they will look to return to the Division I state tournament after making it to a state quarterfinal game last year. McGinnis led them to a state championship in 2017. For more on the Papermakers as the regular season comes to an end and throughout the playoffs, follow me on Twitter or go to postcrescent.com.